Hello, welcome back. Lockdown video number 2. This one's on immunity. I got quite a few messages from you lot asking for nutrition kind of based videos, and I explain it in the video. I will do more on those, especially more to do with hockey, more to do with training, kind of being an athlete, nutrition. But for this one, I just wanted to start off with immunity because I feel like it's very necessary and relevant in today's environment. I got quite sciencey with this one, which I haven't done before, and I actually really enjoyed doing. But I kind of figured with today, with so much fake news, and just it's difficult to trust everything that's going around on the internet at the moment. So everything in this video is kind of from a peer-reviewed, published journal or paper. So I hope that kind of helps provide a bit of clarity and a bit of trust to what I'm actually talking about. But yeah, hopefully it's not too dense and was like vaguely entertaining in amongst all the facts. I guess you'll find out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, like and subscribe and do all that rubbish after you finished it if you liked it, and comment below for other stuff because I quite like reading your comments and making it specific to stuff that you guys want. Anyway, enjoy. When a few of you asked me to cover nutrition, my initial preference was to do a day of eating or to talk about fueling for sessions. The reason I wanted to cover immunity first is that it would be a disservice to the men and women of the NHS if I didn't prioritise that. Yes, we want to eat for sporting performance, but if we can, the main priority right now is that everyone does their utmost to stay healthy and therefore reduce the load on the NHS, ultimately helping to save lives. Although this is particularly prevalent right now, I think it's fair to say that this coronavirus may have been a wake-up call to all of us as to how at risk we are for diseases such as this, and therefore how important it is to be in the best shape possible to fight them off throughout our lives. I'm hoping the information in this video will give you the tools you need that enable you to nail your nutrition in regard to immunity, not only now but for the rest of your life. From the offset, I'm not a nutritionist, nor a doctor, nor am I a microbiologist. If any of what I say in this video contradicts advice from the World Health Organization, please defer back to their advice. And as always, if you have any concerns about trying a new diet or regimen, please consult your doctor first. Firstly, there are no foods or supplements that will stop you getting COVID-19. There has been a lot of conjecture on the internet, ranging from how veganism can stop you getting it, all the way to how drinking vodka will make you immune. These are clearly false. We can increase our chances of fighting off diseases using nutrition, but we cannot stop the contracting of the disease. The preventative measures that will decrease your chances of contracting the disease are social distancing, proper hygiene protocols such as washing your hands. However, our nutrition and diet does have a direct impact on our immune system, so to give you and your family the best chance of staying healthy through this pandemic and throughout your life, proper nutrition is a huge help. I'd like to emphasise here that you can't supercharge or boost your immune system by eating specific foods. Companies like to claim that eating superfoods or certain smoothies will boost your immune system, as if somehow taking it above and beyond its normal capabilities, but this simply isn't true. In fact, in relation to COVID-19, a large amount of the complications that can cause respiratory failure are in fact caused by an overly aggressive immune system response to the virus. Boosting your immune system is therefore a poor use of language. Instead, we just want our immune system to be consistently operating somewhere near its optimal capacity. According to the research, most people will be near their immune system maximum or optimum as long as they are not nutritionally deficient. A 2013 paper by P. Calder found evidence that a number of nutrients are required for an efficient immune response, and that deficiency in one or more of them will impair immune function and provide a window of opportunity for pathogens. The paper went on to suggest that the 6 nutrients he found to be most important to immune function were vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, zinc, iron and selenium. Now, we'll come on to a couple more of those in more detail later in the video, but for now I'll just say that if you are getting a diet containing a whole, non-processed foods, including a wide variety of fruit and veg, as well as some fatty fish twice a week, you're already doing everything you can in terms of nutrition for your immune health. Good general rules are having plenty of colours on your plate in each meal, eating whole foods as close to their natural state as possible, and trying to get your main macronutrients, protein, carbs and fats, from a wide variety of sources. The key here is variety, and anyone following a highly restrictive diet is much more likely to be deficient in a certain vitamin or mineral, which could adversely affect their immune system. These people should therefore look to supplement, which I'll come on to later in the video. One thing I would highlight here for athletes and people undertaking hard physical training is the importance of eating properly after exercise. Over the years, scientists have observed the open window hypothesis, which suggests that the immune system is compromised in the hours after vigorous exercise, leading to an increased risk of infections in the days thereafter. If we follow this hypothesis, it becomes extremely important that you fuel effectively after exercising, including sufficient carbs, proteins, fruits and vegetables to ensure that your body can repair itself as quickly as possible, limiting your increased risk of infection. However, the science behind the open window hypothesis is still being debated, and a 2018 paper by Campbell and Turner found that we summarised that 1. Limited reliable evidence exists to support the claim that exercise suppresses cellular or soluble immune competency, and 2. Exercise per se does not heighten the risk of opportunistic infections. However, if we look at general recovery protocols for training adaptation, eating a well-balanced meal containing protein and carbs post-workout is still definitely beneficial to sporting performance. So even if the science is debatable on exercise and immune suppression, it is still beneficial to follow this protocol and ensure you eat properly after working out. The same 2018 paper concluded by saying that leading a physical lifestyle reduces the incidence of communicable, e.g. bacteria and viral infections, and non-communicable diseases, e.g. cancer, implying that immune competency is enhanced by regular exercise bouts. Therefore, maintaining a good exercise regimen both now during this pandemic but also throughout your whole life will enhance your immune competency over time. Out of the 6 nutrients mentioned in the 2013 Cowder paper, the 2 I believe it is worth focusing on are vitamin D and zinc. Vitamin D has received a decent amount of good press in recent times for being very useful in both immunity and sports performance. However, a large amount of us are naturally deficient, and the 2008 paper found over 1 billion of the world's population was vitamin D deficient. Vitamin D is one of the things we specifically test for in the Great Britain squad, as deficiencies can harm sporting performance and health. In terms of immunity, a 2017 paper out of the University of Tel Aviv found that deficiency of vitamin D was linked to increased risk of respiratory infections, such as the coronavirus. Vitamin D is found naturally in foods like fatty fish, eggs and canned tuna, and can also be found in fortified foods where they add vitamins, such as some soy milks and cereals. Your body will also naturally produce vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Even though the weather has been nice recently, it's fair to say that during lockdown, especially in Great Britain, you are probably unlikely to get enough that way.
Can you all go home, please? It's not a holiday, it's a lockdown, which means you don't just come in and sunbathe. Can you please just leave?
Given the evidence above, plus the fact that Vit D can also aid sporting performance, I think it is sensible to consider supplementing with it at this time. Dosages will vary, so please do your research, but the 2008 paper I mentioned earlier suggests that both children and adults should take between 800 to 1000 IU vitamin D per day from dietary and supplemental sources. Zinc is another mineral I would be paying attention to. A 2017 paper by Vessels et al. Found that zinc deficiency causes severe impairment of the immune system. It is also worth noting that your body cannot store zinc in the way that you can store other minerals, therefore it is crucial you get enough on a daily basis. This is another reminder that you can't cheat health, and if you are serious about your health and wellness, it must become a daily lifestyle practice. Foods that are naturally high in zinc include meat, shellfish, legumes, meat, shellfish,
legumes,
such as chickpeas and lentils, seeds and nuts, and whole grains. Basically, a healthy whole food diet should get you enough daily zinc, a processed diet will not. If your diet doesn't include many of the foods I've just mentioned, I would consider supplementing zinc instead. It's also worth noting that the same paper found that too much zinc can also have adverse effects, so don't go nuts, and if you have a well-balanced diet already, you probably don't need to supplement alongside. So in summary, nutrition cannot protect you against the coronavirus or any other illness, but it can help your body respond more effectively. You cannot boost your immune system, nor would you want to, but you can allow it to function optimally. A whole food, varied diet should provide everything you need for a properly functioning immune system. Exercise short term may suppress your immune response, but long term it improves it. Supplement if you need to. I would recommend vitamin D and zinc. I hope that was helpful. Sorry if it got a bit sciencey, I just wanted it to be accurate and factual. My next video, I'm going to keep talking about nutrition, but I'm going to focus on what I eat pre-training and competition to ensure I can perform consistently at the highest level. As always, please comment below with anything you'd like to see me make a video about, or any feedback you may have on these videos. And if you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe. It took me ages to make, so I would really appreciate it. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Thanks.